Hey, this is Matt, and welcome to my garage. Today we're going to try to figure out why my blinkers have a mind of their own. And if they need to be replaced, we're going to cover that too. Okay, I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but today is actually the day that we are going to look and find out about these blinkers. Now, I have looked through the engine. Oh, that's no good. Oh man, not a good start to the day. It's this computer that is causing the problems. Now, I have noticed that sometimes when I jiggle this around, or depending on when, the who knows what that is, but when I put the negative wire on the battery, that sometimes they'll flicker, sometimes they won't. So I have no idea. So I think the easiest thing for me to do is to pull out the new kit that I bought that is actually from Greddy, and we'll take a look at that and probably just go ahead and replace everything, just so that we know that we're starting fresh and have all the right parts installed. So I'm a firm believer in you get what you pay for. So instead of buying the parts that were used previously, I just went straight to Greddy's website and tried to find the kit that they use. So on their website, it actually says that it's like a pre-release. I actually contacted Injuku Racing down in Florida and got them to order me a kit, and actually were like, oh, this is the last one we've got. And so they are available, but it sounds like they are becoming more difficult to find. Now, it did come in the mail, and for all practical purposes, it's not a Greddy branded item. It looks like it's just some generic light kit that they use and just repackage. So if anybody is trying to order this for themselves, that's the part number, the 170102330 kit. And so I don't know, I don't know what this brand is, Night General, but so this will fit up with the fake Rocket Bunny bumper that I have, but it is also intended to fit on any bumper as a retrofit kit that you could put on anything. And so, yeah, that's it. So in the box you get instructions, but they're all in Japanese, so I don't know. You do get what essentially is the control box, all the wires, and then the hookups for the actual LED lights themselves, which now that I'm looking at this, let me see here. Yeah, they look very similar. The one that's on the kit, I'm not sure if that is the same one. I don't think it is, but they look very similar. The casing, the plastic casing is molded different on that one, but the sticker on the front actually looks very much the same. But yeah, so you've got your left and right light kit, and then these colored wires are the ones that, if you go to Greddy's website, they have a brief description on where each of the wires go. So these are the ones that we're going to be dealing with today, and then those will be the ones that we use to actually plug in the LEDs. In the box also comes with this smaller box. Inside of it, again, some instructions that are not going to make sense to those that can't read Japanese. You do get a hole saw that I guess is matched the size of those LEDs that go in the bumper, so that's cool. And then you get the actual individual LED light bulbs, and then each of those, both parts are there. You've got this part feeds through the bumper, and then here's the nut on the back that you use to tighten it down. So let's get started by getting the front bumper off and then pulling out the old light kit. So the previous owner has actually done a lot of the hard work for us, because really we just need to replace what they've done. So this kit, again, I'm not sure it's the same one I have from Greddy, but I mean, it looks almost identical. The light bulbs are a little bit different, but so far everything seems to be matching up. So if you want the turn signal functions, you basically need to tap into the stock turn signal. So looks like we've got a little pigtail coming off of, this is well, on this car it's the driver's side, but you've got the pigtail coming off there, which this is this brown wire, which matches the wire that I've got for my new kit, will basically tap into the blinker, the factory blinker. And then essentially from there we need a ground, which we have right here. And then you've got, I'm guessing the green line is actually the signal for the blinker, and then the red light is, or the red wire is probably the accessory for the system, so your daytime running light. So yeah, so basically I needed to get all this out, and then we will preliminarily hook up the kit that I got here and do a test to make sure everything is working before we really button everything up. But I need to get this battery disconnected, and I need to get this kit out of here. Now that I have both the new kit and the existing kit out, after looking at them, they're pretty, I think they are the same thing. So whether I would have went through Greddy or just looked on eBay, but I mean, the stickers look identical, the wiring scheme looks identical, I think it's the exact same kit. I think they're the same kit. So essentially what the instructions say on Greddy's website, which is probably the easiest place to go to actually get the information on how to install this, what it basically says is that you have, of course, you have your two light bundles, which I'm gonna have to figure out which one's driver's side, which one's passenger side, but the red is obviously your power. We'll connect that to a power source, and it's got a fuse attached in line. The black is your ground, and then of course green is your turn signal, brown is a turn signal. On my car it looks like, if I follow the previous scheme, green is going to be driver's side, brown will be passenger side. White, the white cable is an option, so that you can put a switch in the car to make the lights turn an amber color instead of white. So basically you could just wire your daytime running lights to be amber instead of white. But either way, that's a way to control the color of the light between white and amber, which are the only two colors that this light kit comes with. The gray is another option where you could put this on a switch and it will cause the daytime running lights to flash. Basically, you could put a momentary switch or something like that in the car and do a light effect or something. So in our case, we basically are going to want to see, oh, I forget, I must have, Well, yeah, the yellow is the accessory power. So in our situation, I just want blinkers and daytime running lights. So we're gonna have the yellow wire, the red and black, and then of course the two signal wires for the turn signals. Okay, quick update. I think the only realistic spot that this controller can go is right here next to the battery. The cable for the driver's side, or in my case driver's side, is just long enough to reach about where the connection on the bumper is. So I tried to find a better spot that would keep it out of the way of potentially getting damaged or whatever, like, you know, spot up here, but by the time I did that, the cable ended up being too short to reach the driver's side. I actually just realized my battery doesn't have a strap, so I'm definitely gonna have to get one of those, add that to my to-do list. But for now, I'm gonna probably use some automotive some body double-sided tape, clean this up, attach that there, and then once I get all the wires wired up, I will tuck everything nice and clean back here out of the way. So let me make some more progress and then I'll check back in. What I have found, and I've spent the last hour trying to solve the issue, is the blinkers are working fine. They respond to the left and right blinker, no problem. But what I've found is that when you want to take a right turn, let's say, so you turn on the right blinker, the left blinker comes on and stays white, while the right blinker will flash amber. And then as soon as the flashers comes off, I think both lights, or at least the left light, will end up staying white. And then basically that's just how the system works, is that the lights stay on for a minimum of 30 seconds, or they go off 30 seconds after the power is cut off. So not ideal. I think what I would want is the power to be on all the time, so that the white lights are on pretty much any time the car is on, and then they just turn amber and flash when I use the signal. So I have poked around the entire engine bay for an accessory power supply. I've checked all the fuses for all the various bits and pieces, and frankly, I haven't found anything yet. Everything's either constant or everything is constant. So what that means is I'm gonna have to find a fuse inside the car, bring a wire from inside the car off of an accessory and feed it to the light kit. So that's what I want. I want the white lights to be on while I'm driving the car, just blink when I need the turn signals, and then when I turn the car off, they'll stay on for 30 seconds and then go off. So that's how they're supposed to work. But with the way it was wired previously, it just runs off the parking lights. So when you click the parking lights to the first notch, they will come on, and that's fine. But like I said, when you turn the turn signal on in the middle of the day, you end up turning the opposite light on, and it just turns white. So saga continues.